Hello, my friends and neighbors. This is No Soundbites Allowed, and I am your host, Michael Voss, Dragon of the Southern Tier. Happy to be here with you today. Today, we're going to be talking about an issue. A lot of people are going to look at it and they're going to say, well, I don't see how this is important. I don't know how this matters to me. And for the people who aren't YouTube creators, you're going to look at this and say, why is this such a big deal? Well, it is. It is a big deal. Because we're going to be talking about wage theft. We're going to be talking about intellectual property theft. It's a big deal. It's important because it does affect everyone out there in many ways that you may not imagine. And in fact, it's just really insulting. It is really, really insulting what we're seeing happening. You see, on YouTube right now, YouTube has just come out with a new set of rules that no one had a chance to do anything about, that now will allow YouTube to make money for free because of the work of other individuals like myself and millions, literally 20 million other individuals that never before were losing income like this. And imagine, I want you to imagine for a moment, you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, you're on YouTube, you make something that is viral. Out of the blue, you have the perfect meme talking about whatever it is you love. It's a picture of your cat. It's a trick with your dog. It's a little TikTok video that you made, whatever it may be. And how would you feel if you found out that YouTube or Facebook or Google or any organization were suddenly making millions of dollars off of that? And they told you, you can't get any of that money. How happy would you be? How fair is that? How badly are you being used? Well, that's the situation we have right now because YouTube is in fact doing that. In fact, it's a double strike against the people who make the content that you enjoy. They're going after YouTube creators on several levels because, as we've covered before, not only in in 2018, when Twitter and Facebook and Google were brought before Congress to explain the shadow bans that they were doing, where 600,000 individuals, maybe you, were either being hidden from the public and many of them were being completely deleted. Something that we've seen not only in 2018 and 2019 when we were talking about it, but they've continued to do to this day. Well, it's even worse than that because YouTube's been very, very oppressive in trying to make sure that anyone on YouTube gets as little money as possible, allowing major corporations like Turner Broadcasting to come out and to take the money that they had no right to the work of other individuals like our complaint back in July of 2019 when we fought them for the rights to our own work on this channel. And that brought us to a very interesting understanding. There's not only is it a double standard, it's insulting. On one hand, original content creators have to fight to get their content out to the public. And on the other hand, we have those very same people that once they allow us to express ourselves, are making money off of it and not giving any of that money to us. It's our work and their profit when they let us be able to do it. And it kind of reminded me of something that was said 2 days ago by Representative Josh Hawley as he was speaking in the Senate about Twitter and Facebook directly. In fact, he said,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In the late 19th century, the heads of the biggest corporations in America, the robber barons, got together and they set rates, they set prices, they determined how they would control information flow, they determined how they get rid of competition. And I'll be darned if we aren't right back there again.
Yeah, we are right back at the time of robber barons, where we have a small, very small group of 3 companies, predominantly, that are controlling the entire internet. and making money off of our decisions every day. Whether it's your picture of your birthday, your pet, your family, it's a quote that you wrote, a meme that you put out, or a video that you put on that suddenly someone finds interest with. Or even if they didn't find interest in it. Now you say, well, Mike, that's something only the people who have these big channels worry about. It's something that smaller people won't be affected by. It's not important. Yeah, it is important. It is important. Because imagine if you went to work and you worked an entire day at your job, 8 hours, and your boss didn't pay you for a dime. Many people are encountering that right now because it's wage theft. There's a whole thing in our government about that. Wage theft is a reality. In fact, it's the crime wave that almost no one talks about, as quoted from 2010 at Miami-Dade County in Florida. Because we're talking about digital wage theft. We're talking about people using the internet to not pay individuals for the work they have done, the intellectual property that we have, which are the ideas, inventions, and creative expressions that we have made. You know, when you're talking about that kind of stuff, you're talking about like this video, many videos that we've done for 10 years. We've done videos here, and it can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 20 days of work and effort to put together even a 30-minute video or even a 5-minute video, depending on what it is. And when you talk about people like Mahler or others who've made hours and hours of content seen by millions and millions of people, that's a lot of money. But even for those who don't, even if your video is only 5 minutes long, it's yours. And if someone's going to advertise on your content, on something that you created, don't you deserve to make money off that? If they think it's valuable enough, shouldn't you get paid? I mean, this is one of the arguments that was made when I found out about this yesterday by The Quartering, where he was standing up for all YouTube creators, some 20 million individuals like myself who are not the largest of the large. We're under the 1,000 subscriber threshold that has been imposed by YouTube. And yet YouTube wants to still take advantage of our work, of your work, to make money. Now, that's going to mean that you're going to see a lot more commercials on every single ad out there, every single video out there, whether it's a happy birthday song, you and your grandparents meeting up after COVID has been released. It's going to be every part of our lives. And YouTube is going to make money. Google is going to make money. And you're going to get nothing except frustration, because your work is now going to be their profit. Even if it's something that you have to fight, like we have, to fight to let people be able to see it, whether that's a dozen people or thousands of people. And this is really bad because everyone has the opportunity to make money. I'll give you an example of what I mean. Even on our channel, with less than 1,000 subscribers at the moment, please do subscribe, we've covered things like the near riots at Binghamton University, where students were being attacked. And you deserve to know about that. That could be your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter. It could be you who's being attacked. And so defending your right to freedom, or to free speech, needs to be addressed. Hours of work to do that. We covered it. Some people caught it, not everyone. At the same time, that's going to have an ad now because people found it interesting. What about when we covered the U.S. women's soccer disrespecting the United States flag, a subject that we covered, and again, with even fewer people on fewer subscribers than we have right now, We had no idea it would become a popular subject. Thousands of people have looked at this and have commented on it. And you know what? YouTube's going to make money off that, but we make nothing. What about going back 9 years ago when we had just started this channel? Almost no one had ever heard of it. And we had coverage of Occupy Binghamton, going out on location, covering this event. Thousands, tens of thousands of people have seen that video. We'll make not a dime on that, but YouTube will. Because YouTube, who didn't want us to put this video out and have made it harder to be searched for, they're going to get a profit, although they gave us a lot of anguish over this. In fact, sometimes even the smallest channels will catch something you didn't know was going to become news. We were at CPAC 2020 this year. We covered a disturbance at the event when Mike Pence was speaking. Little did we know that the movie Borat 2 was staging that event and that it would become part of a movie. And tens of thousands of people after the fact came out to see our event. Meanwhile, up until that moment, we had that video suppressed because it was covering conservative news, and we were covering it live. And as a result, YouTube suppressed that video, made it harder for people to see. But even in that environment, the smallest YouTube channels still can make money because lightning strikes, because channels grow. People become better at the craft, and they're able to make better content for you. But YouTube wants to make a profit without telling anyone. Yes, they're a private company. Yes, they have the opportunity to change the rules, but they're doing so without good faith. It's not like I can take all 1,040 videos that we have off of this channel and move them to another format, to another channel. We can't do that. We can't access the video that way. I can't pick it up and take it away from YouTube to punish them. It's captured on their site. I either lose it all by deleting it, or I keep it here. And then I have to fight with them as they give the rights to my work, our work, to someone else, even when it's not profitable. At least to us, it's highly profitable to YouTube. So yeah, the average person, you may not think this is a big deal. But if YouTube gets away with this, you're going to see Facebook do this. You're going to see Twitter do this. You're going to see them not only insert ads into places that you've never seen ads before, but they're going to make money off of what you do well. You took a great picture. They're going to make money off of that. You showing people a great painting or sculpture you did. They're going to take money off of that. If you're, I don't know, you have a funny pet trick that happens or a interesting moment with your family, they're going to take advantage of that. You get a moment that you capture news that's happening by accident, and they're going to stick an ad on that, and they're going to make money off of it. You made a meme or a TikTok video that was, everyone loved it. You're not going to get a dime, and they're going to make profit because they're going to stick an ad on it, on your work. It starts today with YouTube. It starts with 20 million people who are creators, who do it because we believe in what we do and because we enjoy what we do. And they're going to use our work and our time and our effort to make a profit. And then they're going to come after you because they always do. We oppose what YouTube is doing. We oppose their rules, these changes of service, and they're monetizing for their own profit of everyone's videos. It's wrong. If you want to use our work, you want to use our intellectual property, well then pay us for our intellectual property. But don't use us for your benefit alone. Not a lot of people will see this video. It's a shame. But at the same time, we're going to speak up. YouTube is wrong. They're wrong in their censorship. They're wrong in their shadow bans. And they're wrong in stealing the wages that the YouTube creators deserve. We'll stand up for our fellow YouTube creators, whether everyone sees this video or no one does. And you know what, YouTube? I dare you to put a little ad on this video too, because it'll just show how hypocritical you are and how you are stealing the wages you don't deserve. But those are my thoughts. If you think I'm incorrect, if you think I misunderstood this, if you think YouTube has a right to this without any sharing of those new funds they're going to have with the actual creators, please let me know. You can find us on YouTube and Twitter, and we always respond to comments as much as we can. We look forward to speaking with you on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.